Can I leave money to my church or synagogue? My name is Andrew Ayers, and I'm an estate planning attorney, and I've been getting that question a lot recently. For people who are involved in a religious community, their local house of worship is a great place for them to give back with their estate plan. The legal term we use is called a bequest, which is the act of giving a specific asset or thing to an individual or an organization, in this case your church or synagogue. Depending on how your will is written, you may already have specific bequests built into it. So the first question I get is, how am I going to do this? So there's two common ways that I've seen for people to leave a bequest to your church or your synagogue. A specific bequest in your will. What this is normally you have a specific amount of money. Say I leave $5,000 to St. Peter's Church. The second way you can do it is to leave a bequest from what's called your residuary estate. What your residuary estate is what's left over after everything else. So let's say you have given your house to somebody, your cars go here, your bank accounts go here. There's a little bit left. That's your residuary estate. And you can then designate whatever's left to go to a church or a charitable organization of some type. An example of this is, for example, if you leave everything to your brother, but unfortunately your brother dies and there's nobody left to inherit under the will, you could have a provision that says that if all of your family members are deceased at the time of your death, that your church or your house of worship would then receive the balance of your estate. The next question I often get is, so then what do I do next? And the first thing I would do is talk to your church or your house of worship. You're probably not the first person to think of this. And in fact, most places will have an individual whose actual job is to just manage bequests from people. They probably even have a booklet already of the information needed for you to start the process. They often even have the exact wording of the provision that your attorney can just cut and paste and put into your will. And depending on what's going on at your parish at the time, if they have specific projects or capital campaigns, they may actually ask you to have that specific bequest go directly to that campaign to help them meet their fundraising goal. So if you're at the point in your estate planning process, or if you don't even have an estate plan, but you'd like to make sure you can leave some money to your church, feel free to reach out and we can set up a legal strategy session to discuss what it will take to make sure that your house of worship receives something under your estate plan.